How exactly do you organize a complex Adobe Illustrator project? Well, in my opinion, there's two streams you may have rode down to get to this point. One is that you're a totally organized person. You understand the project, and as it grows, you're adding layers to add parts. Everything's in control. The other stream that I find myself rowing down a lot is I get so involved in the project that I forget that it's getting complicated until I look at it and go, whoa, that's complicated. Oh, gee, wish I'd made a lot of layers and separated this stuff out. So I've reassembled from the last segment that one document that we saw. Everything's in one layer. How do I get this thing broken apart? Actually, it's pretty easy, and it's the exact same way you do it in Adobe InDesign because it's an object-oriented program just like Illustrator. I've also done a few things to save time. In other words, cheat. I have put all of the flowers, for example, in a group. I've put all the leaves in a group, which will make it easier for me to select them. Why waste 20 minutes proving I can select something just to show you how to move it? All right, we got a complicated document. It's all in one layer. We start obviously by making a new layer. That's this button right here. Click it. You can have as many of these as you want. Layer 2, don't like that name. I'm going to double click on it right there. It'll open up a dialog box. I'm going to call it flowers because that's what they are. Don't worry about the other options yet. Click OK. How do we get those things up there? Well, see this little circle right here? Watch what happens to the right of the circle when I click on the flowers. You see a little square. Now, the color of the square depends on the layer, but a little blue square. It doesn't matter what I select. Whatever I select, there'll be a blue square there. Select the flowers. And again, just like in InDesign, grab and drag that little square up until the flower layer becomes active and you see a little red square up there. Two things happen. You have moved the flowers. Great. Piece of cake, no copy paste, easy thing to do. And number two, the bounding box around them changed to red. That's blue, that's red. You will notice that every time that you create a new layer, the color of the bounding box changes also. It's a very visible, easy way for you to see whether you're in the same layer when you see different colors. So it's a nice feature. Let's continue the process. Let's go ahead and create another new layer. And this layer we'll call leaves. Okay, click OK. All right, again, I got the leaves in a group. Cheated, right? We're going to come over here and we're going to take that same little blue square. We're going to go past flowers and go to leaves. Now, you'll notice when they moved, leaves stacking order-wise is above the flowers, and I really don't want that. So it's very easy to move leaves underneath. And so we're back visually the way we were. Next thing is what I call the pretties, and that's everything but the background. And if I click here, there they all are in a group. Create another new layer. And the new layer will be created directly above the layer you had selected when you click the button. We'll call this one Pretties. From the Wizard of Oz, my pretty pretties. And we will again just simply move that icon up there. Now we got another different color. And last but certainly not least is the background area right here. All that stuff, that's backdrop. We can leave that alone because it's already out of layer. So we've got all of our layers organized and done, and all we did was click and drag a little tiny square from place to place. Now I recommend that as you work, watch what you do. And as the project gets more complicated, add layers as you need them. Here's another really cool thing about Illustrator, which is not true of Photoshop. Adding additional layers to Adobe Illustrator does not, I repeat, does not increase the file size of the document because you're moving objects, not paint. Pretty cool. Layers organize you. That's what they're there for. As many as you need to get the job done. Move the little tiny squares.